Hey Sim fans, Crystal back with my Moving On Up challenge. And we're with Jarrett. It's pretty late in the morning. He slept in. He stayed up pretty late. His neighbor, I believe, this is Bahita that lives here. Yeah, her. Was playing some really loud music until like almost 2 a.m. And it wouldn't let me click on her door. Like normally you can click on her door and like say knock loudly or something like that, and you can kind of ask him to shut up. But it wouldn't let me click on her door, so you had to like ride it out. So the poor guy sat on his couch and watched TV and played video games on his cell phone until she finally turned her music off and I guess went to bed. And then he got to go to bed at like 2 a.m. So I let him sleep in. He slept in. He had some cereal for breakfast, you know. He's still like in his night clothes, and then I was like, come in here and paint something. He's painting a landscape painting. It looks really nice, actually. It's like a little log cabin. I'm gonna have him paint 10 paintings before we do a street sale, but like I said, he's not gonna paint straight. I'd like for a couple days a week for him to get out, put in inventory, and like go meet people or go do things, go to clubs. Tuesday, we are definitely going to do the karaoke party. He's going to go to every festival that there is. You know, I'm going to make an effort to kind of get him out there. I'll let him do one more, and then maybe we'll take him to the art museum or something and let him hang out and meet some people. I want him to be sociable. I want him to meet and make some friends. And then eventually, when he gets a bigger place and can accommodate a party, I'd like him to be able to throw some parties and stuff. In fact, we'll have him take a break and do a thoughtful shower, because the thoughtful shower keeps him inspired. How's he doing on his skill level? Just curious. Oh, look at that. He's already almost a 5. He is like killing it. But that means that his paintings, he's down to 828, right? Because he's eating and stuff, and I want him to get out and eat out and get drinks out, you know, and spend his money, so we're not just hoarding it. I'll let him finish this painting, wide it to the inventory, and let's get him out of the house for a little bit, even if it's to come down to the to this area and like talk to people and hang out and stuff. It's fine. But yeah, he's doing really well. Maybe I shouldn't have put those lot traits on there. You know, and had the little inspired light going, you know, just it's going a lot better than I thought it would. No, I think he only has like 1 painting so far. Yeah, so we've got a ways to go. I figure 1 sale a week, right? That's fair. Maybe he should set up like every Saturday and do a sale on the weekends. That way you can catch people that are off work and things. So we'll hit up the karaoke contest Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays. He'll go to all the festivals. If a festival happens to be on a Saturday, then he can sell like that Friday or that Sunday or something. You know, I don't want him selling on festival days. If it's a flea market, he can sell at the flea market. That'll be his sell like for the week. You usually know, like here, GeekCon's coming up. You usually know a couple days in advance what festival is upcoming, so you can kind of plan. GeekCon, you can participate in a hackathon to make money. I don't know if it's random like the karaoke or if you actually have to have some skill, because he obviously doesn't have any hacking skill. But that's Tuesday at 10 a.m. so that's actually tomorrow at 10 a.m. and I'll have him go to that and have some fun. And so actually, let's finish this painting and then let's go down and get something to eat in the courtyard, because he's not a very good cook and his kitchen's kind of gross anyway. So let's spend some of the money we made and get some good food. You know, I want him to live comfortably. I want him to be able to you know, go out to eat and get drinks and go party and things. Most definitely. Don't want him to be a homebody and just paint. But yeah, I'm definitely going to try to get in 10 paintings a week and then have them do probably like a weekend sale, you know. That's kind of the goal, so it doesn't move too briskly, but yeah, you know, He's having fun living life. I'm gonna have him just meet as many people as he can meet and see if he like clicks with anyone like on his own. If he just kind of builds a relationship, you know, with a woman or a man, and just kind of use that to figure out who his boyfriend or girlfriend should be. I think that's fun. I do that a lot in my personal games. I like to just see who they click with. Just have them meet a bunch of people who they congeal with, and let that be their mate. Ooh, pufferfish Nigiri. I probably shouldn't risk that. Let's just have the Nigiri. Because if you get bad pufferfish Nigiri, you can actually die. And that would really stink, considering as I'm only on the 2nd episode of this series. I may not necessarily do a daily, or I might. I don't know. It depends on how fast this progresses. I want y'all to have a handful of episodes per apartment, you know. And so, oh, there's Jordan. Isn't that her name? I think she's single. Why we talk about dreams or whatever. See if they click since she's down here. I think she lives in this neighborhood. She came with San Myshuno. She didn't come with San Myshuno. She was made for San Myshuno, and she was in the trailers and some of the advertisements. And you can find her on Max's gallery page, which is also where I got Jarrett, which his name is, I don't even remember what it is. It's not Jarrett though. But yeah, let's just have him like talk to people. His traits, I put him in the description, but he's active, creative, outgoing, and because he has the city native thing, he's got the home turf trait, which means that he's most happy when he's in his own neighborhood, which is probably why we'll hang out here a lot. And then, of course, on the city native, you know, I'm not going to actively go through it, but, you know, as we go through it, yeah, he wants to introduce himself to someone new in 3 different neighborhoods, which eventually, as we go to the festivals and go to museums and things like that, he will do. And then eventually he wants to give an apartment key to a friend. So when he makes a friend, we'll do that. Oh, see, now he's learned how to make nigiri. 2 of 27 recipes. That could be like another little side goal. I almost made him a foodie too. You know, I played around with different traits, and for a while he was a bro. I figured because of the whole sports background, but he's trying to get away from that. So he is still athletic. He's supporting the other fellow struggling artists. You know, he is an athletic sim. He's an active sim. And eventually I might even have him join that athletic club. Because that would be fun, right? Maybe not right now, but... and then he could just kind of meet up with those people and become friends and keep fit, as he likes to do. He's very inspired right now. It's pretty cool. He's not being very social, though. I set him as outgoing. Eventually, it'd be cool if he gets a place with a big enough balcony where he can have like a hot tub. I don't know if there's any places really with that large a balcony unless you live in a penthouse. There are, well, there's 2 penthouses and then that salt house, the old salt house, those 3 might be the only places big enough for a hot tub. But I'm excited to live in all 24 places, for sure. That's going to be fun. Because I really like the apartment living. I enjoy it very much. I like having the neighbors, and I like coming down and having the street vendors and stuff. And I know we have public spaces in the other neighborhoods too that kind of act like this, but they're, I don't know, they're just a little different. And the views, like, he's currently living in the fashion district, because it just happens to be where the cheapest apartment is. And the views are just really great. Here's his apartment building right here. And Club Honey Pop. the karaoke bar. It's the only karaoke bar in my game. I know if you just box game, if you will, there are two. There's another one in the Spice Market, but in my game, the one in the Spice Market's actually a restaurant. It's been converted to a restaurant because there was no restaurants in San Myshuno because that was a different pack. And I wanted a restaurant. I'm like, this is a city. It should have a restaurant. And I think in my museum, my art museum, there's a coffee bar. Because again, it's the city. You should have a coffee bar. So like I said, my map will be just a slightly different than y'all's. It's just I have like a little master copy, kind of a custom master copy of my game, and anytime I go to start a new game, I open that master copy and then immediately save whatever game I'm working on. And it does change and evolve. I'll go back in the master copy as we get new packs and stuff and tweak it. And so not all my games are the same, because some games, like my Random Legacy, run on an older master copy, and so it doesn't have the same stuff as, say, this game. Because that game's been going on for a while. There's Bahita. Oh no, that's Jasminder Bahita. She lives in, I want to say, the Arts, or maybe the Spice Market. I think she lives in the Spice Market. And she's pregnant, and I guess she'll still have the baby, even though I've got aging turned off. I guess it'll stay a baby. And I mean, maybe eventually I'll turn aging on. But I was trying to avoid this. I mean, that's kind of weird, because I turned off the Fill Empty Homes thing. So I don't know why there's ugly NPCs, if you will. I was trying to avoid that. I was trying to make it only familiar people, especially since he's on a long life. This is it Akira? Yeah, Akira Kibo. He comes in San Myshuno. He's a neat dude. I've actually played him. When we first got San Myshuno, or City Living, if you will, I jumped around and played all the pre-made households, just to kind of get a feel for the people and to explore their apartments and things. I played Miko. She's an excellent singer. That was fun. She looks sad, Miko does. And this lady, she just looks crazy. Amber Cheryl in a swimsuit and a St. Patrick's Day hat and boots. I mean, it is March. I'm filming this at least in March. So I guess she's dressed appropriately for the time of year. I don't know, it might be a little cool for a bathing suit, especially since it's like nighttime. But see, there's 7 days a week. I want him to paint about 10 paintings. So, at least a painting a day. Some days he'll have to do a couple. He's already got a couple in, for today. So he's good. Just got to paint at least one more. And he's already had a sale. I wanted to do a sale that first episode just to kind of show you guys what it's like. Next time we won't be eating the picnic tables. I'll have him actually sell out a little bit, so he's not like blocking everybody. I'm just letting him visit and stuff. Like today, we'll just hang in the neighborhood, and then I'm still undecided on whether I'm going to shoot daily or not. I think for now I will, and then if it gets like a bit much, then I can cool it off. But he's got to raise like over $9,000 before we can move. Plus, he has to at least live here for one rent. And I'm not just gonna blow all of his money. I just want him to live comfortably and have fun and not have to like be a homebody and not be able to get food and drinks out and stuff. So you don't think I'm just gonna spend everything he gets. I'm not. I'm just, I don't want him to get the money. Evidently, his sales are going to be pretty successful. That first one was amazing. He already made over $1,000. So, $9,094. He can move into the next place. We've got 24 to go. I do want it to move at somewhat of a quick pace, because I honestly want to get through all the apartments. before he's heading into an elder stage. And then I was thinking either halfway through or by the time he gets to the penthouse, he'll have built up enough relationship with someone, he'll have clicked with someone and can have like a relationship and even maybe have a family for like a happy ending, if you will, because the penthouse is huge. My penthouse is different than y'all's. I don't know if I can, is it in this neighborhood or is it in another neighborhood? I thought it was in this one. It won't let me zoom out to see it, and I don't want to go to map view, but I have the penthouse that was in the advertisements for City Living and in the trailers. So it's not the one that comes with the game, and the one that I have is like twice as expensive, I think, also. So it's a pretty lofty goal for him, but that's kind of the point. So I'm just letting him do his thing. He is talking to 3 different people, and I want him to establish a connection with someone on his own, whoever that is. I like Jordan. I like Akira. They're both single. Those would both be good matches. There's no story progression, so they should stay single. I think Miko's even single. I don't even know who. I kind of want it to be one of the main characters, though. I don't want it to be one of these freaky NPCs that the game's making. I want it to be someone that we're familiar with that's in the game. So we'll see. And he's a nice looking guy, so he can kind of have his pick, He's fit. He's good looking. I might go in and tweak his outfit some, add some accessories and things. I tend to not add accessories to guys. I'm really bad about that. I recognize this. I'm just, as far as necklaces and bracelets, watches, whatever, earrings, I'm just really bad at it. I'm gonna head over here to the bathroom. And we're gonna get out, like, not every day. Like, I'm trying to mix it up where we kind of get out and go somewhere, probably 3 days a week, and then do at least one painting a day, and go to all the festivals and stuff. And I know you guys will get sick of watching all the festivals after a while, probably, so I won't film all of them. I'll go ahead and film this first GeekCon that comes up tomorrow, because it is his first festival. And we're going to participate in the hackathon and just see what happens. I don't know if he'll actually, he probably won't win because he has 0 skill, but we'll try. This is a busker. They call him a busker. I don't understand that, but I've never lived in this city, so maybe that's really a thing. I know about like street performers and stuff, but I've never known anyone to do this particular thing. Maybe in Dallas they do, but Dallas is like an hour and a half from me, so I don't really go to Dallas that often. I used to live in Cedar Hill when I was in college, and so we would hang out in Dallas, on weekends and stuff, and I still didn't see anyone pretend they were a statue, so that's still a new one for me. He's like shelling out some dough. Dude, he's unlocked the living statue outfits. Okay. I didn't even tell him to do that. I'm not going to solicit him to spend a bunch of money, but if he wants to, like if we come down here and he wants to eat, I did order for him this time, or he wants to tip the street performers because he feels them. He's a street artist, if you will. He sells his stuff on the street. He gets the struggle. And he's a nice guy. He's from a small town, He's moved to the big city, but he's got like that small town mentality to him. He's from Willow Creek. From just a standard house. Didn't grow up rich or anything. Just middle class. He grew up in like the pancake neighborhood. The pancakes were neighbors. Middle class neighborhood. No, don't sleep down here. Jeez, if you're tired, go home. It is like 11:30, but I want him to be a bit of a night owl. Look, it's his neighbor. She's a model? Oh, she's in like social media. That's right. So she probably is going to be kind of around the city. Oh, look, he's happy because he tipped someone. That's funny. I didn't know that made you happy. but I'll get him. But I want him to stay up late, be kind of a night person and sleep in, because why not? He's an artist. It's not like he's got a 9 to 5 or he doesn't have to be up at 6 or 8. You know, he can stay up, party. He's young, and then just sleep. What are you doing? Oh, he's gonna go chat with Jordan. Dude, I was gonna let you go to sleep. But okay, I'm gonna let him do his thing. I'll check back in with you guys when he goes to GeekCon, and we'll have him do the hackathon and see if he's able to actually get anywhere with that. So I'll get him to bed soon. He chose to do this, you know. Anyway, I hope you are enjoying the series. I hope you're playing along, whether it's with the actual rules or my rules. I don't care. Check in the comments if you are. Let me know how it's going for you, or just enjoy mine. But hit like, subscribe to my channel. It's free. Leave me a comment. Say hey. I appreciate it so much. And this is Crystal signing off. Until next time.